Uh... Hi everyone, my name is Mimi and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be reacting to Hell's Paradise Season 1, Episode 6, Heart and Reason. Last episode, Sagiri had enough of Genji, and when he tried to attack her, she like got his sword away from him like so quick, he didn't even see it happening. And then at the end of the episode, there goes Rokurota, just like, and I'm like, he's dead. Well, I'm not sure if he's 100% dead, but he's definitely injured to the point of dying, I'm guessing. So, yeah, that's where the episode ended. And before we get into this one, if you guys like my reaction, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comments in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
They're not my fat people. Oh no! I just saw what's his name again? Tenza. They're like all injured and against the tree or something. No, I don't want him to die. I like them and little guy. I wonder if he's gonna kill the parents. Okay, he's not dead. Okay, in a fight between you two, who's gonna win? Yep. Uh-huh. Uh... Well, guess he's strong enough to pick up a tree and throw it like nothing. She probably also trying to gauge his abilities. Nope. Yep. That didn't do anything. Did he just went through him, or clearly didn't go through him, or there will be holes on him? Okay. Savage but I don't like this. The fact that Yuzuriha just there, like looking at him and basically learning his skill. Duh, he's a woman. I don't know why that's such a big revelation. Is she gonna be the one to kill him? Go show your strength. Gabimaru did say last episode that she was stronger than him. Well, the second one's coming.
伸びた筋肉剣骨の継ぎ目に刃ガビマル
ちょうどよかった人手が欲しかったんだ手を貸してくれ手に行きたいのですが
とっくに手遅れだし
Fellow student?
そんな玉じゃないでしょ
You're not that kind of guy?
もう出血が止まっている
あの程度じゃ痛手にならんということかやはり一撃必殺視覚から足を切ってひざまずかせろ
ことも投げに言いますね
できるだろう
Total trust. No, she missed. What happened? Did he harden something? Did he switch something?
処刑対象であり兄弟子
Or are you hesitating?
来るぞもう一度足が
終わりやはり暴れたまま骨を断つのは難しそうですね一撃で仕留めるにはうずくまった首
だが手足に刃が通らぬ以上ひざまずかせることすら困難
And they have the discussion while he's just standing there. He's hungry? Is he a baby? He's
怪力にかなり警戒したがこれならば持ちこたえられるこれならなんとか
Can you? Doesn't look like he can. Ah! Sagiri! Sagiri! Uh, uh,
落ち着いて冷静に対処しなければジョーも断りも
Look at Gabimaru's shocked face. She's like how she was in the room with him.
技能だけで決まるわけではありません次期投資の適性としての格付けですから純粋な技能だけで言えば彼女は
She's stronger than all of them.
迷いが消えた時その剣技は一流以上だ
There you go, my girl. There you go.
つくづく頭の固いやつだ
やはりわしの見極めは確かだった
She's stronger than you? Ooh. Are you not gonna bow your head? The little hanging head, uh-huh. This guy's jump scares.
姿勢を保てないものか
考えがあるんだが血と過激かも
Okay. Aesthetic blaze.
刀で体組織の隙間を通し首を切るしかないそれをなすには優れた身体能力とは別のだがあの巨体であの反応生半可なことでは刃が届かないならば
やば逃げるわよセンター
忍法怒りつぶて非防止バージョン忍法大つぶて非防止バージョン忍法トゲブスマ非防止バージョン
Well, was that all of his nipple that he said previously, but now with aesthetic blaze or whatever added to it?
それにもう十分でしょうあいつらの狙いはロクロータじゃない周辺一帯を燃やすつもりあっという間に立ち込める煙の性質上上部を中心にね大抜きして暴れれば
Won't be able to breathe.
全身を急速な酸欠状態に陥らせるいわゆる一酸化炭素中毒である
Mm-hmm.
こちらの限界が先かあるいは首が降りてくるのが先か
Well, his head came down. There's your chance. Okay.
今のうちに切れ。力比べじゃ長くは持たん。
静かに激しく。ほら、大丈夫だい。大丈夫だい。
にならない。なんで誰も遊んでくれない。
ずいぶん暴れさせてしまった。でももう大丈夫。あなたを憎む者はいない。等しく安らかであるように。
That sort of reminded me of Demon Slayer a little bit. Genji don't know? He's dead. Yeah.
おい、早くせんと焼け死ぬぞ。
Where was like all the blood on you? Where did it go now? He had blood all over his face, right? Or on shirt.
強く。
強さだ弱さだ。二つに分けずに受け入れる。
Who's turning into flowers? These monsters.
ますます自然の生物とは思えんな。はあ、仕方ない。化け物が現れた方角へ行ってみよう。めんどくさい。
はあ、嫌ならやめます？
やめん。些細でも危険でも、それが手がかりなら手繰り寄せる。
釜を案じるなら、むしろ一刻も早く戦薬を見つけ。
So that all of you can leave this.
皆を解放すべきです。あれは
メギツネとタヌキ、こんなとこまで逃げていたか。
Raccoon dog. Vixen and raccoon dog.
これは村ですか？
本物の新戦況ならば、この村に1000人が住んでいるのでしょうか。マジ腹。動物の体液は山の水分の基本だろ。つうかさ、
I'm not joking that.
戦思想におけるある種の長寿。大抵は老人の姿で怪しげな術を操り、不老不死だとか。
Okay.
くったらね。そんなじじい殺してしまいだ。腹の足しにはなるかもな。兄さん、なんかいるな。
The heck? I was asking myself as I was watching this intro, like internally, that we haven't seen the yellow hair and the pink hair person in the show or whatever, and then they showed up there and then they're kissing, and then I'm like, what? Okay, what is this? What the heck is this? Okay. Um, Rokurota is dead. I was saying that when she was holding Rokurota's head and was telling him that basically die in peace. No one is anyone that was hating him is now dead. And then he had this sort of a flashback to his life when he was a baby, and then the fact that he killed his parents and no one wanted to play with him and all those things. And I watched that scene play out, and I'm like, it reminded me of Demon Slayer. You know how when they're facing a particular demon and then they kill that demon, and then the demon has this remembers how they when they were human and all of that, the flashback of their life, I guess, before they disappear. That sort of reminded me of that. The scene between Sagiri and Rokurota reminded me of that. So I just wanted to mention that. He was super tough to defeat. He was so tough. When he attacked I was say Dono. Genji, he attacked Genji. And I thought last episode that okay, he's dead. But he didn't immediately die. He was propelled into a tree somewhere, but there was a huge gash on his side, and he was bleeding out. And he was gonna die. And seeing how I guess affectionate and womanly Sagiri was toward him, and he's like, "You are so weird. Like just a second ago, you were acting like a man, and now you're like here, just like being all womanly and whatnot." And I'm like, okay. But he basically accepted who she is, what her drives are, what she decided to be, and he gave her his sword and just basically told him to go kill Rokurota because both of them could guess that Rokurota killed Aizen. So he's like, you know what, go kill him, you know. And Gabimaru was having trouble dealing with him. All of his name pool weren't working. None of them were working. And he's like, if I could have help. At first, he was asking for Yuzuriha's help, but she's like, nah. She was just there up in the trees, just like cheering him on. My participation in this alliance is to give information. It's not to fight or something or other. His role is fighting. She's to provide information. So she's just like up there in the trees, and I'm like, I don't like it because it just feels like she's there watching him fight, gathering information on what his skills are and everything. And should there be a fight between them two, sometimes later she's gonna have sort of like the upper hand a little bit on Gabimaru, and I didn't like that. And then there was a talk between her and Senta, I think is his name, the raccoon dog. Yeah, Senta, where Senta was telling her to let him go so that he can go help Genji, but then Yuzuri had said something that made it seem like Senta was not that kind of person, the person that would go to help somebody or something or save somebody. That's what it felt like. So I'm guessing he has some kind of dark side to him. Like he's just usually when he's speaking and all that, you just hear this sort of like calm and nice, someone that's composed and all of that kind of tone coming from him. And hearing usually has said that it's like I don't know, and the fact that he's rank 5, like I said previously, I didn't know Aizen's rank, but from the people that we've seen so far, or let's just say from the people that are left that I know of so far, he's ranked highest. So I'm like, you have his rank compared to what Yuzuri has said, and then his whole calm demeanor, and I'm like, is there another side to him that he's sort of like keeping hidden from us, but Yuzuri had already glimpsed from him? I don't know. I guess we'll see. And they also talked about the rank this episode. I was asking myself what rank was Sagiri in the previous episode. Turns out she's rank 12. But then was it Senta that was saying it? Oh yes, it was Senta. Senta that was saying that their rank isn't based on their abilities. That is based on who is best suited to being the clan leader or something. And the fact that Sagiri was ranked 12 isn't because she isn't the strongest or anything. It's because she's a female and a female is not gonna be the leader of the clan. So that's why they gave her rank 12. But when it came to physical ability and whatnot, when she actually applies herself, she's like top tier. So awesome. Um, so after she got her sword, the sword away from Genji, she went and assisted Gabimaru in order to try to kill um Rokurota. When she first jumped in there, she cut off his finger, and but then that didn't really do anything to Rokurota. And then they're like, okay, there's the way the body's skeleton structure is. I guess if they cut at a specific place, then they can cut off your head or whatever, cleanly. But they need Rokurota to bow his head. And in order to do that, they need to bring him down. But then when they brought him down at one point and she tried to cut off his head, he jumped back like really quickly. So they're like, okay, we need to find a way to keep him down for a while, so that she can do her thing. And Gabimaru was like, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. And he started like doing all kinds of nimble, but with ascetic blaze mode. And I caught like a couple of his nimble that sounded familiar. And I'm like, okay, he used them previously when he was trying to gauge what would work on Rokurota. But now he's adding ascetic blaze to it. And as he was doing all that, Yuzuriha has like, okay, guy, let's go. He's trying to burn this whole place down, and we need to get away as far away from here as possible. And the reason why he was burning everything is because he wanted to release carbon monoxide into the air, so that he can bring when Rokurota breathes it in, then he's gonna, get poisoned with carbon monoxide and everything. So that's what brought him down. But then at one point he tried to get up, I guess, when he saw Sagiri come with her sword raised and everything. So he tried to get to her, kicked her or something, I don't know. But Gabimaru jumped in there and held him down and was telling him, okay, girl, hurry up, because in a contest of strength, I'm not gonna last very long. So hurry up and do your thing. And she calmed herself down and cut off his head. And then that's where they had a flashback, I guess. And then I sent off to him, I guess. At one point, he just started crying and screaming. I'm like, what? Are you a baby? And I feel like that's what he is. Like in the biggest scheme of things, I don't know. He's acting like a baby. I I don't know. I just felt like in that particular moment, because his stomach growled and he was hungry, and then he started crying, like wailing, like really hard. It was getting on people's like eardrums and everything. And I'm like, that's how usually a baby acts. Babies can talk. The only way they can communicate what's wrong with them is by crying. And if they're hungry, they're gonna cry. So I'm like, wait, is he a baby? you know? And I'm like, probably because it's his parents, he killed his parents. Probably, I wonder if he did that when he was piling up those rocks, and then he sort of like threw the rocks at the parents, and then the parents got killed or something. Or if he killed them with his own hands. I don't know. But he killed them. He probably didn't have anyone to be able to teach him anything. He was just growing up and growing up and growing up. And because he was so strong, and then he was so tall, he's a giant, people are going to be scared of him, not really want to approach him. And with having no one to teach him anything, he probably is just like a big baby, where if he finds something that he likes, he's just gonna take it. If someone is in his way or hurting him, he's just gonna kill them, and probably won't use that much of a strength to kill the person. So it's like, yeah, he was a giant big baby. And yeah, he's dead. So yeah. um those giant monsters appeared not were walking toward the flames that Gabimaru started. And then he's like, okay, let's go toward where they came from. When they went there, they saw Yuzuriha and Senta there just looking down at some kind of um, village looking place. And they're like, Hermits must be living here. And then they switched to Toma and his brother, and he was drinking the blood. Ah! And after he did that, um, Toma was telling him about how there were hermits living here, and that there were these old men that are possibly immortal, that have these abilities, powers, or something or other. And um, Chobe, is it Chobe? Mm, that's his name. Chobe, Toma and Chobe, yeah. Chobe is like, we just killed them and whatnot, and then they're like, oh, what is that? And then that's why you see the two people doing that thing over there. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, the link is gonna be in the pinned comment. So you can just click on it and you can watch it right now. And you can also catch up for my previous Hell's Paradise reactions. There's a playlist in the comments as well. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Never surrender.